Good morning, children. Welcome to another session of EVS class of grade 4. So, today you are going to learn a new block in social science, block 5, living in a community. So, the aim of this class is give reasons for why people live together in a community and explain the importance of dignity of labor. The keywords you are going to learn are community, interdependence, division of roles, and colony, dignity of labor. These are the keywords. So let me ask you one question. Who makes breakfast for you? Where does your milk and bread come from? And how are all these people helping you and others in the community? Yeah, so today we will find the reasons why we need to live together. Here you can see two pictures, A and B. So in picture A, you can see thousands of years ago when people collected food from nature. So you can see a few people, those who are doing their works. In picture B also, when people settle down in one place after discovering agriculture, there also you can see a group of people working together. So how are these people helping each other? Why are they doing different things? Here you can see all people are doing different things. Why they are doing different things? Yeah. So since earliest times, people lived together in caves and moved in groups hunting for food. So even when they settled down, they lived together in groups. So a person who was good at making tools might not have been a good hunter. So someone might have been a good farmer but might not be known how to look after the cattle. So this helped them to divide their work among themselves. So that is what here in this picture you can see. So people they divide their work to different people according to their requirement. So why we live together in a community? So if you are living together in a community, first thing is that we will feel safe and it generates the feeling of togetherness. Also, we can divide our work so it will save our time and we are depend on others for their services. So definitely we should live in a community. Also, the people having different skills which we can benefit from. So each people according to their skills they can do their jobs. So because of these reasons we have to live together in a community. We cannot live independent without depending anyone. We cannot survive, right? So we people divide our work even today also. So we do this because we are interdependent on one another. It means that we are dependent on others for their services. So some people have learned special skills which help others. So when people share work, they can also have saved time. So it is because of this dependence that we live together in a community. Now coming to the animals, how they are interdependent. Yes, animal also they are interdependent each other for food and for safety. Now let me ask you, have you seen an ant hill? How it will look like? And sometimes you might be seeing them. How do you think the ants work together? You might see them, right? All the ants are working in a group. So you might see this, how they are working. So we will see how do ants live in an ant hill? How do they divide their work? And what is the differences or any similarities do you find in the way we live and the way ants live in that ant colony? Yes, we will see that. So ants have a proper division of roles and responsibilities among them. So the duty of workers is to hunt for food, and the soldier guards the colony, and the queen ant lays egg. So each ants have their own duties. So one group we will call it as workers, they will hunt for food, and another group we will call it as soldier, they will guards the colony. And about the queen ant, it will lays the eggs. So they properly divided the work, right? And this shows that they are dependent on one another and cooperate with each other to live together. So, like ants, we too live together in a community and are interdependent on one another. So, there may be differences in the manner in which we live and how ants live. So, what are the things we can learn from ant colonies? First thing is division of work. That is helping to function properly. And second thing is that every person should have some roles and responsibilities. And the third thing is that to live in a community, we need to cooperate with each other. That is the another main important thing. So the three things are, first one is division of work, that is helping to function properly, and every person should have some roles and responsibilities, and to live in a community we need to cooperate with each other. In this slide you can see the some of the essential services. So I put different jobs here, like pilot, teacher, doctor, garbage cleaner, shopkeeper, gardener, engineer, milkman, farmer, singer, actor, scientist, architect, sweeper. So these are different jobs. So which of these jobs would you like to do? Can you circle the ones in this group of jobs? Which jobs do you like to do? Yes, I know many of you will circle pilot, teacher, doctor, engineer, scientist, architect, all these things, right? Okay, so let me take two jobs here. One is garbage cleaner and another one is sweeper. So what do these people do? What do garbage collectors and sweepers they will do? How long do they work per day? What do you think? And how much do you think they earn? Yeah. So a garbage collector, he will collect the garbage from individual homes or from community dustbins. And a sweeper, he sweeps the roads and other places. And it is likely that these people do not earn as much as money as other professionals. So let me ask you, what would happen if nobody did this work? What will happen? What would happen if nobody cleared the rotting garbage lying outside for days? So are these people also important to us? Yes, definitely, right? Yes. So the sweepers and garbage collectors work for the community. So they keep our surroundings clean. So we would have to live amidst dirt and foul smell if they did not do their jobs. So this would have affected our health. So we are as dependent on them as we are on others. So while doing their job, they may harm their own health as they work closely with dirt, which not only has a foul smell but may contain poisonous or harmful things, right? So these types of jobs also important. If nobody is taking these jobs, who will clean these things, right? Who will clean the waste? So whoever doing these jobs, we have to respect them because they are also working for us. That's what here it's mentioning. Sweepers and garbage collectors work for the community. They keep our surroundings clean. And we are dependent on them as we are on others. And while doing their job, they may harm their own health as they work closely with dirt, which not only has having a foul smell, but also containing some poisonous or harmful things. Now here you can see this same thing in your workbook also, one passage. So first we can read this passage that's about Mahatma Gandhi and then we'll look into it in detail. So in Gandhiji's ashram, everybody cleaned toilets and swept the floors. Everyone who came to his ashram cleaned the toilet after using it. In the earlier times, there were no flushes in the toilet and people had to carry their waste in baskets and throw it into a pit. So Gandhiji went to many villages and cleaned the toilet areas himself. So why did Gandhiji and his people start doing cleaning jobs? Why was there a need to tell people to clean their own toilet? So suppose if you were the guest in the Gandhiji's ashram and you were asked to do this job, cleaning job, what would you do? Will you do this? Okay. So Gandhiji did not distinguish between clean work and dirty work. He tried to tell everyone that there was no difference between himself and a toilet cleaner or a sweeper. There is no difference. So from earlier times, people would look down upon cleaners and sweepers and called them untouchables. So Gandhi tried to change the views of people towards them. Right. So he did like that. So why didn't Gandhi think some jobs were dirty and some were clean? What would happen if we all started to do these things ourselves everywhere? What happens when we look down upon some people and their occupations? So we should respect all the kinds of work if it does not harm anyone. So a sweeper deserves the same respect as any other profession. So we call this as dignity of labor. So every job has its own importance. So we should respect everyone. So when we looked upon people or occupations, we create divisions among people. And some people are treated with more respect than others and enjoy more benefit than others. So who classified all this? We people only did all the classification. So we should understand that all the jobs has its own importance and we should respect all the jobs. So now I think you got an idea why we live together and how we should behave when we are living in a community and what are the things why we are living together in a community I hope you understood this particular section. I will come with another video in my next class with another topic. So thank you.